Twisted Terrors, now your host, Zombie.
Hello, Amanda. You don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game.
What is going on, horror fanatics? This is Zomboy. You're watching another episode of Twisted Terrors. On this episode, we're going to be talking about 2004's Saw. This movie was directed by James Wan. It's rated R. IMDb has this one rated as a 7.6 out of 10. Letterboxd has this one rated 3.7 out of 5. The tagline for this one is, "How much blood would you shed to stay alive?" I'll read the plot. Two men wake up to find themselves shackled in a grimy, abandoned bathroom. As they struggle to comprehend their predicament, they discover a disturbing tape left behind by the sadistic mastermind known as Jigsaw. With a chilling voice and cryptic instructions, Jigsaw informs them that they must partake in a gruesome game in order to secure their freedom. This movie stars Lee Winnell as Adam, Carrie Elwes as Dr. Gordon, Danny Glover as Detective Tapp, Shawnee Smith as Amanda, and the Tobin Bell as Jigsaw. So if you haven't seen this movie, hit pause, go watch the movie, come back to this one because I'm spilling my guts. I'm gonna ruin everything. The movie starts off with two men. You have Dr. Gordon and Adam. They are shackled to a wall, waking up in this disgusting, grimy bathroom. It looks like it's in an old subway station. So they're trying to figure out how they got there, who the other person is in the room, if they know each other. And there is a dead body laying in the middle of the room with a gun in its hand with a big gunshot wound in the back of its head, holding a tape player. So the two are devising a way to get this tape player because they can't reach it. Adam's able to get it. He plays his tape, basically telling him,
Rise and shine, Adam. You're probably wondering where you are. I'll tell you where you might be. You might be in the room that you die in. Up until now, you've simply sat in the shadows, watching others live out their lives. But what do voyeurs see when they look into the mirror? Now I see you as a strange mix of someone angry, yet apathetic, but mostly just pathetic. So are you going to watch yourself die today, Adam? Or do something about it?
when they play Dr. Gordon's tape, the tape basically tells Dr. Gordon he has till 6 o'clock to kill Adam, otherwise they're going to be locked in this bathroom for the rest of their lives to die. They're slowly finding cryptic messages in the room and notes with instructions like X marks the spot. You can find things when your eyes are shut, these really cryptic clues. They quickly realize Dr. Gordon knows who has them. So he starts telling the story of Amanda. Cuts to a woman, her name's Amanda. She's being interviewed by the police because she is the sole survivor of the Jigsaw killer. And the only reason Dr. Gordon knows this is because the police took him in because they were suspicious that he was the Jigsaw killer. And he was there when they interviewed Amanda, and she tells her tale about how she woke up with a device called a reverse bear trap strapped to her face, which basically when the timer ran out, it was gonna rip her jaw open. She had so much time where she had to go and basically cut open a person that was also in the room to find the key that was in their stomach, and she ended up doing that and surviving, which the police informed her the person was alive, they were just sedated so they couldn't move, but she already knew that, and she states that Jigsaw actually helped her. So Dr. Gordon's telling this story about Amanda and how he knows that they are being held by the Jigsaw killer. They start remembering things. You quickly find out Adam is a photographer for hire, and he will follow anyone and take pictures, and he was hired by somebody to follow Dr. Gordon around to take pictures to see what he was doing. And you come to find out that Detective Tapp, he was head of the investigation to catch Jigsaw. He ended up getting injured on the job when they almost caught Jigsaw, but Jigsaw slit his throat, which he survived. Amazing. But he ended up getting injured and getting kicked off the force. He ended up going nuts, and he just really thought that Dr. Gordon was Jigsaw, so he followed him 24 hours a day, ended up getting like a apartment across the road so he could stare at his house. And then he was the one that hired Adam to follow him to take pictures. And you find out Adam was actually there taking pictures when Dr. Gordon was abducted. And then you're introduced to Zepp. He is a orderly at the hospital that worked under Dr. Gordon. He is sitting behind TVs watching the two in a room, and then he ends up going to Dr. Gordon's house and abducting his daughter and wife, tying them up, and then forces them to call a cell phone that Dr. Gordon has, but it can only receive calls, to basically tell them he's running out of time. And Dr. Gordon's on the phone with them getting upset. He can hear his daughter and wife screaming. Adam ends up showing Dr. Gordon a bunch of pictures that he found in a plastic bag. One of them shows Zepp in Dr. Gordon's house. So now he thinks Zepp is the Jigsaw killer, as Zepp is tying his family up. Then you find out Zepp is actually being controlled by Jigsaw. He is also playing a game, and if Dr. Gordon runs out of time, he needs to kill his wife and daughter in order for his family to stay alive. And so that's what he is doing. At one point, the time runs up, so he goes in to kill his wife and daughter. There's a struggle, and Danny Glover's character, Detective Tapp, can see gunshots going off in the window, so he goes over there. He ends up breaking the struggle up, but Zepp gets away, traveling to where Dr. Gordon and Adam are at. This whole time, Dr. Gordon's on the cell phone still. He can hear gunshots going off. He is freaking out. And earlier in the movie, they found two hacksaws. They were too dull to cut through the chains. Dr. Gordon uses that and starts cutting through his own foot.
What are you doing?
Because he thinks his wife and daughter are being killed. Grabs a bullet. He was given one bullet, and after he chops his foot off, he drags himself to the center of the room, grabbing the gun from the corpse and shooting Adam with it, and yelling that he's done it, Adam's dead. And Zepp ends up coming in and telling him that it's too late, like your time ran up, like that doesn't matter now. And as he goes to kill Dr. Gordon, Adam gets up because he was shot in the arm, ends up bashing Zepp's head in with the back of a toilet. And he's still shackled to the wall, and Dr. Gordon is dragging himself towards the door, telling Adam he's gonna go get help and come back. He's not looking so hot. He's getting pretty pale from blood loss. And then you get one of the most epic twists, almost any movie I think I've ever seen, where Adam's begging him to stay, and then all of a sudden music kicks on and the corpse starts moving in the center of the room, and it finally gets up and it pulls off a fake gunshot wound prosthetic, and you find out the Jigsaw's been laying in the room watching and listening to everything the whole time. Tells Adam game's over, shuts the light off and slams the door.
Most people are so ungrateful to be alive. But not you. Not anymore. Game over.
And that is the end of the movie. When I think of this movie, that's all I can think about is one of the best twists I've ever seen in a horror movie. That, and this movie heavily reminds me of the movie Seven, which is a very big compliment because it's another movie I really like. But when it comes to a killer and games and kind of this dirty, dark, grimy way it was shot, heavily reminds me of that. The gore was on point. You know, there's a bunch of traps in this one where a guy has to crawl through a bunch of razor wire to get out of a room. There's a lot of cool deaths in this movie, and that's kind of what the Saw franchise is known for, is the traps and the creative deaths. And I like that about this. The acting was really good. This movie was filmed in just 18 days. Danny Glover's character was only there for 2 days. So you can imagine how grueling some of these days must have been for the actors to get that much done in such a short amount of time. And then James Wan, he took no salary in this one. He opted for taking a percentage of profits, which was an absolute gamble, but it paid off in the end because this movie did very well in the box office. The infamous doll, Jigsaw doll, also known as Billy, was made by James Wan himself. And then if you notice in this movie, Dr. Gordon, his scenes where he's filmed, it's all steady cams. It's nice and smooth, which reflects the character's personality. And then when you go to Adam, all his stuff is shot all by hand. So it's all got a shake. So it's really a cool effect when it comes to that. And this movie holds the Guinness Book of World Records for the most successful horror movie series, which is pretty cool. James Wan is such a good director. Everything he touches is gold. I mean, between this and The Conjuring, I mean, The Conjuring did super well. You know, he builds these entire universes which just can keep on getting expanded on, so he's doing really well. I highly recommend this movie. Like I said, it's dark, it's dreary, the acting is good, the traps are fun, it's got a killer twist, which today, even when I've seen this movie so many times, every time that twist happens, it makes me smile. Every time. And that says something for itself. And it was really neat because my two oldest kids at home still, they're into horror movies as well. I played this for them the other day, and I looked at my daughter's face during the twist and her jaw opened, and I was like, yes! I remember that feeling the first time I watched this movie in theaters because I thought I knew what was going on, and then the end hits and it's just like, what just happened? It's so well done. I mean, yeah, James Wan is a absolute masterclass when it comes to directing. So I highly recommend this movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. Hopefully you have. Otherwise, I just ruined everything for you. But this is Zomboy saying thanks for watching. I will see you on the next video. Bye.